It's story time, story time. I gotta put this in here so you can't fucking sue me, you pieces of shit. Stories.
It's me, your pal Sparrow Medicine, and I got a story for you today. This is a story I don't generally tell people because it ends friendships. People get really freaked out by this story. There's a disclaimer at the beginning of this. Take it for what you will. But anyways, so way back in, if I had to guess, like 2012, my sister had a boyfriend who dealt a lot of drugs, and so I had this crazy friend who was scared and shit, and that's whatever. But he was always trying to dick me. He was super creepy, and he would do things like one time we went skinny dipping with these hot chicks, and I asked him if we could go skinny dipping with him again because I wanted to get laid. And he texted me later that night. He's like, "Hey man, I couldn't find you to go skinny dipping except a couple friends." I'm like, "Who are your friends?" And we were like 18, 19 then. And he goes, "Oh, it's my friend Ralph and me." And I was like, "Dude, what the fuck? That's like the name of a 40-year-old man. Why do you have a friend named Ralph?" And so he goes on to say, "Oh, you still want to go skinny dipping?" And I'm just like, no, I don't want to go skinny dipping with my male friend, his male friend. I'm going to pass. And he would do shit like that all the time. There's actually a really cool story that's crazy as shit about the time I helped him escape the mental ward of the local hospital we lived at. And then another time where he helped me with a job where we burned down a meth lab. I actually have pictures for that one. It was pretty fucking nuts. But anyways, so my sister had this drug dealer boyfriend. He was a pretty alright guy. A lot of fucked up shit happened with him. I think I beat him up 2 times. And I threw his moped off a bridge. I actually have a picture of that. I'm going to include it. If I can find it, I'll include it here. Otherwise, you just see me going here. So one day, the crazy friend who I helped get out of the mental hospital, he calls me. He goes, "Hey man, I got this great idea. We can go get some money." And I was like, "Oh yeah, what's that?" And I was in a bad mood because my dad had been starting shit with me all day. And so I just went along with what he said. And he's like, we can. I got this. He had like a sawn-off shotgun he used to keep at his house, and we're gonna call him Tim for this story. And Tim actually ended up getting in trouble for that shotgun later on. So he says we can go out to my sister's then boyfriend's house and rob his ass because he's a drug dealer. I mean, who's he gonna tell? He's gonna call the cops. And so I said, yeah, we could go do that and I don't advise doing anything stupid like that. And I was a very different person. I don't do shit like that at all on any level anymore like that. But so we went out there, and Tim goes in. He points a knife at her boyfriend. We like drive out there, and I refuse to do it unless I'm totally masked up in a ski mask and like full sweats and shit. And we go in there, and he won't give the money to Tim, and I'm standing outside, and I'm nervous because her boyfriend's got a bunch of relatives, and I don't want to actually have to blow somebody away because the gun was loaded, and like as crazy as that sounds, I feel like I probably would have done it. I know how abnormal that is. And so he won't give up the money. He won't give up the weed. And he dealt weed, and like I think that was about it. So I go in there and I yell at him, and he immediately recognizes me. So I hit him with the gun, and I guess he later denied that happened at all, but it did happen. I can't prove it. But so I think we ended up getting like, I want to say about a half a brick of weed and a bunch of money. Not that much money, probably about $1,200-ish. And my friend asked me if he could have a good portion of my money because he wanted to take his then girlfriend on a trip somewhere. I don't fucking remember where. Oh, that girl was crazy as fuck. But anyways, so I went and I bought some alcohol. I got super shit-faced. I went to Victoria's Secret and bought myself some girl underwear because time to time I used to do that back in the day. That's right. That's right, I'm a weird man. I've got my sexual kinks. No, it wasn't really a sexual thing. I just did it for attention. And chicks actually dig weird shit like that. Advice from me to you. But anyways, so that's the story of, I didn't really get anything out of it. I blew the money. That's the story of the time, one of the crazier things I've done in my life, where I actually went and robbed someone with a sawn-off shotgun. Like, comment, and subscribe, or you might be one of these stories.